Time now for our C-Suite sit-down. Our next guest says now is the perfect time to get your very own franchise. This despite a recent study by the International Franchise Association, which says 2009 will be a tough year for franchising. Jeff Elgin is the CEO of FranChoice, a company that helps people who want to run their own business find the retail or service chain that's right for them. Jeff, how do you do that?
Well, I think you've got to pick your battles. You've got to pick your spots carefully because even though, as the IFA says, the overall market's going to be down a little next year, if you pick the right places, they're up dramatically.
All right, so you got to tell us what those right places are.
Well, I think you want recession-resistant businesses. I think you want things like hair care or restoration or senior care, markets that are growing very dramatically. These are the ones where you get the existing franchisees on the phone right now, and they have nothing but positive things to say about how fast.
And you're still hearing that despite all we're hearing on Wall Street about the doldrums of the business community. If you have a franchise that deals with hair care products, you might actually have an up year?
Well, hair grows whether times are good or times are bad.
That's true. You hope it does.
It grows, it's got to get cut.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. You know, to set up a franchise, though, and to maybe even buy real estate, things like that, you need to get credit. You need to get some financing normally, unless you're cash rich, with which a lot of us wish we were. How is that environment and how has the credit markets affected what you've seen on the local level as far as franchisee owners?
Well, it's been a huge problem. 6 months ago, somebody with a 650 credit score and a decent financial statement could get financing. Now it's probably 720. I think 6 months from now it'll probably be back at 650 because everybody understands this is where jobs are created. And so, but right now it's tough.
It's tough out there. What is the biggest challenge that you're hearing from them?
Well, I think it depends on the business that they're in. If they're in automotive or retail or upscale restaurants, things like that, they're hurting, just like everybody else in the economy.
And does everyone come to you and say, listen, I want to open up a McDonald's?
No.
No? Because they're the ones that you keep hearing about.
But you know what people are looking for is they're looking a lot of times for executive franchises. They want franchises where, particularly if they're a displaced executive, they're looking for something where somebody else delivers the product and service, and maybe they buy an entire market to develop through a master license agreement or something like that, something that more matches up their skills and their investment level.
So consumer spending is down, retail sales are down, the job market doesn't look so hot, credit market's not so hot either. Why do you say now is the right time to jump in and maybe consider opening up a franchise?
Well, our business is booming right now because when times are tough, especially unemployment rising and the stock market going down, people start looking for alternatives. And they're looking around trying to figure out, well, okay, the employment route is not getting me where I want to go. How am I going to get there? And they start thinking of owning their own business as a possible avenue to meeting their dreams.
So if they come to you, then you talk to them and like a matchmaker, maybe hook them up with a couple different franchise ideas?
Well, sure. We have consultants all over the United States who are experienced former franchise executives. They spend a few hours with people trying to figure out what their interests are and skills and their investment level and what they hope to accomplish through a business.
How much does that cost?
Well, the service is free.
And so how do you make money?
Well, we're paid by franchisors to deliver the service because our screening process saves them a tremendous amount of time and money.
So you're kind of a marketing / screening process?
Sure, we're like a realtor.
Interesting.
You know, a real estate person goes out, shows you a bunch of houses, doesn't charge anything because they're being paid by the seller.
How was business last year and how do you expect business to be this year for you?
Well, we expect 2009 to be up dramatically over 2008. We're a little counter-cyclical, so from the middle of 07 to the middle of 08 was really a kind of a rough time for us, and then it's been improving as unemployment has gone the wrong direction.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Jeff Elgin, thank you very much coming in from Minnesota. It's cold out there. We hope you...
It is indeed.
Safe trip back. Thank you very much, Jeff. Appreciate it.